sound effect of the cat meowing when I cut. Actually, Cass is cutting them this week, but we have the same intro that has no kitty cat sound. Anyway, hey, DC is coming with some new television shows on HBO Max because James Gunn is in charge and things are changing. We have started to see some teaser images for Peacemaker Season 2, but Lanterns, the TV show, which is going to be debuting in 2026, has found its 3 Lanterns. So, first off, we have Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan, Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart, and of course with the new Superman movie, we knew Nathan Fillion was going to be playing Guy Gardner. He will be reprising that role on the Lantern show. This is set to be 8 episodes coming out in 2026. It is going to be, I can't, sorry, that's somebody saying something to me here. James Gunn has stated that this series is going to take a lot of influence from True Detective because everything you know about the Green Lantern Corps, they are space cops. And I think that was one thing in one of the animated movies, First Flight, where Hal Jordan first got his ring, but they really amped up the whole as policemen of the galaxy and investigating crimes and everything. And I think that could make for a more interesting show. But don't get it twisted, James. I still need to have constructs made with green light and them being wild and crazy and sometimes just huge. I need Green Lantern constructs. I don't think the cheesy constructs are going to take that much of the budget up, but I still need to see them. You need to bring me this. I need this aspect of the show. It'll be nice seeing them do copy things and stuff, and whatever that costume that Guy Gardner's wearing in Superman, I hope they kind of change it up a little bit. But yeah, I need a Green Lantern show because while DC isn't usually my jam, I do love me some Green Lanterns. Not so much Hal. John, like John.
Love John.
I think at some point, maybe you could find an actor to play that mixed race character, Kyle Rayner, at some point, you know?
Yeah.
I was told by the writer, I kind of look like Kyle a little bit. Just throwing it out there. Anyway, Green Lanterns 2026. We have our 3 Earth Lanterns right here. But we still have like another couple key people. Kilowog is probably going to have to be CGI.
He is, and I do hope that they get somebody that's proficient in that because Kilowog is a very important character. Not a character that I necessarily super enjoy, but very important character. I actually really think it's interesting to take inspiration from True Detective, although True Detective is not my favorite show. But the cop aspect of the Green Lanterns,
so the other, but you know what, we've got all this casting, but there's one character I'm kind of like, we need Sinestro.
We do need Sinestro.
That can be like the B story, the whole scene. Huh?
Tricky to cast.
Mark Strong's just right over there.
Mark Strong is tainted. I'm not even saying that Mark Strong would be a bad Sinestro for this interpretation. What I'm saying is that, like, tainted.
It's just this.
No, I'm so happy.
Okay. She has chosen you here.
Yeah. Yeah, you might genuinely pick up some purring on the mics. Yeah, Sinestro, I think Sinestro's a very interesting character. I am interested to see who they cast.
I would love to see
Kyle Chandler is wild. I know that most people know him from Friday Night Lights. I know him from Early Edition.
Oh, yeah!
The show where he got, Tomorrow's Newspaper Today, and he helped save people's lives. This is like 2001. That's how I know Kyle Chandler. And so it's absolutely wild to see him as Green Lantern.
I was kind of shocked to see he's going to be Hal, but you know what? I think he can pull it off.
I think he could pull off a more empathetic Hal than we normally get. A lot of times Hal is kind of only cocky, and I don't necessarily...
No, Hal's actually... he's
when
a good
portrayed,
ring.
When portrayed poorly. He is, and I think he can be an... There we go. Food! We got the food alert.
She was gone.
He can be an interesting character, sometimes portrayed poorly.
All right.
So I'm interested to see his interpretation.
Okay, I want to go ahead and just put this. Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart.
Yeah. That's so interesting. Actually, I don't think I know Aaron Pierre but like Jon Stewart as a character can get it anytime, anywhere. Like I have such a deep love for this character. And to be fair, Justice League is one of my favorite animated TV shows of all time.
He's voiced by Phil Lamar.
He's Phil Lamar.
Who just has that voice.
But because of that, I have such a deep love for this character.
Oh no, Jon Stewart really came
He's
into
an
his
amazing,
own
yeah.
in Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always like that. I think even in the comics, he became more.
He did.
Just more revered and actually used more often.
And something that happens that's really interesting about DC is sometimes the TV shows feed into the comics, feed into the shows, and that kind of back and forth. That's how Harley Quinn was created.
We gave a Marine and an architect a ring that can create anything that his mind can think of. That is a dangerous mofo right there.
Yeah.
We gave a creative Marine a weapon that he can fashion anything.
And that is where I'll get on my little soapbox. Y'all need to get this right, because the way that these creations manifest is a part of their character.
Exactly.
It's something I've always loved. Has to be. And so Jon Stewart's creations need to look very different from Hal Jordan's.
They've touched on that in the comics, where Kyle's were more artistic.
Yeah.
You can see him making changes to them as they're being constructed.
Yeah.
Because that's the way his mind works. Whereas John's, he gets the, here's what it needs to be. Here's what it needs to look like. Bam, and we're done. You can see every rivet and bolt in what he makes. And like Guy Gardner, his constructs like leak energy because he's just so out of control.
Yeah.
Which Nathan Fillion is a perfect person to play this character.
Love him.
Which we'll see him in Superman before now, which, this is going to work. I think this.
We'll see how this. I'm hesitant about the new Superman, but that's me.
Well, I think this Lantern show has a lot of potential. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
2026, you got a lot of time to get it right.
Yeah.
James, be the savior they need.